How's retail WoW going? I'm pretty sure right now it's pretty much in the shitter. Most people don't really give a fuck about it, and I'm not surprised. Not at all. It is what it is. And I'm hoping that retail WoW, as I said, I think that more people want a good version of retail WoW than want classic WoW. Like, if an expansion came out and it was just so good, it was the best version of the game that we'd ever seen, I think more people would want that. Like, if you could have like 2 alternate realities, more people would want that than classic WoW, right? And like, I don't know, like, some people agree with that, some people don't, but that's my take on it, okay? Just like, and maybe that's just my opinion, right? And I'm just like extrapolating that into like other people's opinions, but that's the way that I feel about it, okay? Dude, look at my damage, man. My damage is so good. I'm doing 350 DPS. Fucking ridiculous. Do you have to revert Cataclysm? No. No, the problem isn't Cataclysm. The problem is like, so much of the game is fucked. Cataclysm is like, oh, there's that little one thing, right? I don't know about that. Are you a tank or... Well, I will be tanking soon. But right now, obviously, as DPS, I'm doing massive damage. So I think that I should stay as doing damage. Like, Cass kills me on single target, honestly. Like, he does way, way more. Though whenever it comes to AoE, that's whenever I can really come out ahead. They just need to do WoW 2 and have a clean slate. I think that what they should do, and I don't know about, I don't know, this is a big idea. So a lot of people might really disagree with this. I think what they should do is after the next expansion, have N'Zoth win. Azeroth is completely taken over and reshaped. The Titans have to come in and reshape the Earth and, you know, have it be a complete fucking apocalypse. And everybody dies, and the planet is completely started anew. And there's only certain bits of history and everything like that that you can ever even see of the old world. And keep maybe a few characters that were able to kind of like Noah, you know, they could use like a Noah's Ark scenario where they like carry some characters forward to carry forward the rest of Azeroth. But besides that, just like reset everything. And yeah, like Noah's Ark or something like that. And like, you know, like, okay, we'll keep like Thrall and Jaina and, oh, Sylvanas, oh, we forgot about her. Just like Noah forgot about the unicorns, you know? And it'd be fine. And they do that. Then 2 years later, they announce WoW 2. And it's like basically your character wakes up and everything is the same, but it's also different. And the game is better graphics, the mounts are different, and everything is different. And they have Warcraft 4, right? Actually, I think probably the better idea would be do Warcraft 4, right? See how Warcraft 3 Reforged does. If Warcraft 3 Reforged kills it, and it's actually a fun game that actually brings back at least some people to RTS, use that as a testing grounds for Warcraft 4. Then make Warcraft 4, and then have that actually really advance the storyline, create plot lines and everything like Warcraft 3 did, and then use those plot lines to define the lore of WoW 2. That's what I think they should do. Like, if they really want to bring back the game, that is their 7-year plan, in my opinion. You know, or food, really? Oh, that's fine, just put me on Paul. Or actually put McConnell on Paul, since he doesn't have like a gap closer or anything. What do you guys think about that? Those bracers, those are... Oh, wait, I already have the Valor bracers, dude. Well, I'm so dumb, dude. I forgot about how good my gear is, dude. I'm so stupid. What happened with the, what's this here? With the Argus for 3 minutes and the Titans just revived us? Well, yeah, basically, exactly. Let's see, plots are cool and all, but you need gameplay to contend it. Well, what I mean is, like, if they ever really want to bring back the game, I'm a firm believer that there are so many items and everything in the game that it's diluted the sense of reward and sense of accomplishment for getting anything done in the game. That's the way that I feel. I feel like, in general, there are so many items and pieces of loot in the game now that it doesn't feel good to get anything. So, Blizzard needs to solve that problem by implementing a reset on all of the collectibles. And that's how they reset the game. Right there. And it would be like a massive thing. I think a lot of people wouldn't like it. But it would be something that, like... It's the same way that, like, I think that the Cataclysm revamp of the world was actually a good idea. The only mistake that I think they made is they didn't allow people to go back and bring back the old world afterwards. So, besides that, I would be completely okay with it. Right? Like, if they allowed you to go back and see the old world again, I think it would have been completely okay. But the Cataclysm revamp, because you couldn't go back, I think that's what really bothered people. And I think WoW, like having original WoW there, and so your character, you can recreate your character, and then link your character to your account, right? And you know, your old WoW character to your new WoW character, right? If it's on the same BattleNet, and then have like a thing where you can like I don't know, like, remember, like, all the things that used to happen from, like, before the Big Bang in a way. I don't know, just, like, they could do something, like, really, really cool like that. And I would just like to see Blizzard do something and take a real risk. Because, like, right now it feels like they're not taking any risks. And with WoD, and even with Legion, right, with the Legendaries, for example, I commend Blizzard on taking a risk. Even though I disagree with the outcome, I think that it was good that they took a risk. And I wish they did that more. That's the way that I see it. Really, Final Fantasy Realm Reborn? Yeah, and people are really happy about that. Good point. Yeah, good point. They're a lot of people happy. Why are you helping Makai? He's a douchebag? He's my friend, right? I mean, like, yeah, we had an argument about this dumb thing. It's like, who cares? It's a video game, dude. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, who gives a fuck? It's a game. Like, people, like, they make everything out to be bigger than what it is. Like, oh, you know, he's fucking mad. It's a game, man. Just relax. Okay? It's just a game. Wasting 15 years collecting stuff? That's right. There's a time for everyone to walk out and say, I'm done. That's okay to say, I'm done. Everything has to come to an end. And sometimes, like, ends, you know, like, that's how you have, like, something good happen. Like, what if they always made WoW, or Warcraft, they would have never made WoW. Like, sometimes you have to do something that's a big risk in order to do something that's incredible, right? You have to take big risks. And that's the way I look at it, right? I don't want to move on? Too bad. Then you can play the old game. But they just probably won't make a lot of content for it anymore, right? A reset might just make everyone quit since then it's ending. I don't think so. I think that everybody would come back and at least try the new game. I think they would at least come back and try the new game. And if it didn't work out, then it doesn't work out, right? But I'd rather them take a legitimate, massive chance and do something crazy like that, rather than just kind of let the game fade away. And just like let the core problems in the game fester and fester and stay the same. I want to see them make an actual massive change. You heard McConnell? No, I haven't. New combat systems, hypothetical new game. I still think they should have tab targeting and like lock targeting, because like WoW, like one thing that makes WoW really good is that it's accessible to you know, older players and people that aren't necessarily amazing at the game. So I think that if you get rid of that, you're not going to have the accessibility there. But overall, that's kind of like my thinking. We have one more, right? That thing will die on its own. Don't worry about it. I mean, if they reset it to something, do you honestly think Blizzard has the balls to do it? Honestly? No. No, I don't think they have the balls to do it. I really don't. I don't think. Chosen a lot. Congrats on 40, man. Yeah, congrats on 40. How about settings? Can I set tab targeting if I wanted to? Well, I feel like tab targeting would just be like an advantage. So like if you didn't use it, you'd just be kind of setting yourself at a disadvantage. I think it's always a mistake to like expect players to handicap themselves. It just never works out, and it just creates a lot of like dumbass shit. So I think they should just make it one way, and then everybody kind of plays the same way. Like the way that WoW is right now, where they have like some targeted abilities and like skill shot abilities, like Arcane Orb or something like that for mages, or even like Whirlwind in a way for warriors, and then other targeted abilities like Mortal Strike. I think it's probably a really good combat system for most people, and I would say that's probably that's probably what I think they should stick with. Yeah. Kill this guy right here. How would you change WoW combat if you had the chance to? If anything, I'd make it more like Black Desert. I think Black Desert had great combat. I really liked it a lot. And just like watching a warrior with like the Awakening Greatsword made me want to level up all day, every day, just to be able to do that. So I'd want to see more content or more combat similar to that. And I know some people might not really like that, but like I'm not saying it'd be the same as BDO. I'm just saying it'd be similar. That's all. Just look at some of the ways that BDO does combat, and then kind of iterate on that, and just kind of like look at that a little bit. Not it should be exact same as BDO. That's not what I'm saying at all. Boys, I'm about to level in here. These AoE packs are really good. You think World of Warcraft 2 on a new engine is required? Absolutely. Absolutely, it should be on a new engine. Like, think about all the problems that they run into now because the game's not on a new engine. Absolutely, it should be on a new engine. 110%. Like, they run into problems constantly because it's on a new engine. So yeah, I think so, absolutely. We're wearing BDO slaps, I missed the PvP, but DC was horrible. Yeah, I mean, the game had like a million problems, but like overall, like, the idea of the combat was really, really cool, and the way that it looked was cool. You felt badass playing your character, and I think that's one thing, like, McConnell was talking to me about this, right, with, like, WoD, where he felt better playing his character in WoD than he does in BFA, and because of that, he's like, yeah, I like WoD, I like BFA better, you know, and I can understand that. It's down here, guys. Or like, sorry, I like WoD better. And like a lot of people really care about the way that their class plays, and I think that matters a lot to me. I think WoW 2 would be good, and idea and all main characters took as a random hero again, not the savior of the world champion. Well, exactly. Like I don't like the way that you're kind of like the one soul savior and, you know, the most important person in Azeroth and, you know, all this other weird ass bullshit. I'm not a fan of it. I like just being able to be a kind of like a nobody in the game, right? I enter the depths, altar of a car, come to second temple, discover a sequence, the circle of statues. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do that at some point. That's like the bottom area, so we'll have to do that too. Okay. Should I go Ravager for this? I think I will. Hopefully I get a proc. Hopefully I get a proc. Hopefully I get a proc. Hoping for a proc, boys. Let's go for a proc. Ah, shit. Come on, man. I really need this right now. Blizzard? Blizzard? Are you serious, Blizzard? There, finally. When it doesn't matter anymore. Just kite. Yeah, there we go. Run? No, you're okay. I killed them now. They're fine. Okay, that's good. Easy game. Easy, easy, easy game. Okay, let's go. Alright, we'll go this one now. The action, start playing again for Classic because of you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. They should give her a phasing in servers so you can become someone by being good on your server. Here's what I think they should do. I don't think it's that simple, number one. And that was a bit much. Yeah, it was a bit much. I think that was an accidental pull. Here's what I think they should do. They go and they make it to where you have like a server cluster. And so if you're on Kel'Thuzad, let's say you can only see people from, you know, server like Malagos and Moonguard, for example. I'm just thinking of random names, and Thrall. So if you're not on one of those servers, you don't see anybody else unless that person is grouped with somebody that's on one of those servers. And I think if they did that, the whole server technology and everything and the idea of like server identity would be a little bit stronger. I don't think we can ever go back to the point where you only have servers and you don't have any phasing at all. It just doesn't seem realistic to me. But overall, I do think they should do something to make it a little bit more like it used to be. Absolutely. What would retail WoW be like in a perfect world? I don't honestly even know. I mean, like, I really like the way Classic was in a lot of ways. Like, if they just do what they did in a lot of ways in Classic, I will be happy. I will be so fucking happy if they do that. So that's all I want to see, man. Just make Classic, make the game more like Classic, and then take the good things from BFA in the current game, and just build on those, and it'll be fucking great, man. It'll be fucking amazing.